Same thing. As we always have people, brothers and sisters, been here. Always got to have basics and understand certain things.
That's right.
So get us to realize we have to start learning how to do these righteous acts. So we teach our brothers and sisters righteous acts, righteous rehearsals. Okay? As commandments. We stay on top of that because it's important. It's very important that we keep doing this and we start gathering and doing what's righteous. Today, I want you to go ahead and turn to and how you brothers doing, by the way?
Good. Yes.
Everybody doing okay?
Yes.
It's been a little hectic day, but it's okay. It's all right. I'm just glad to be here sharing this Sabbath day with my brothers and sisters.
Another day.
Right?
That's right.
So we're going to learn a little bit about the tabernacles. We're going to go into it. We're going to learn about how the Father did curse us and how we do have a contract. And when we're teaching our brothers and sisters that they're Israelites, we're teaching about the contract of what? Keeping the commandments, a stature that he had us to keep so for our good, right? Mm-hmm. And we're going to get the commandments showing how that the Most High is going to make good on his word. That's why we got to make good on our word.
Right.
Right? So go straight to Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 33. So we can learn a little bit about what we need to know. Let our brothers and sisters get there. And I spoke on the phone with somebody close to me. I grew up with this brother. I love him to death. His name is Delvin. And he asked me a good question. He asked me, I said, you need to watch so you can learn about the Feast of Tabernacles. He said, to what benefit? He was very direct with me. And I appreciate that. I don't ever take offense to that because people, when you want to know, people that are blunt, I respect them because straight to the point. And the question he asked me, he said, what does that benefit? What benefit, to what benefit? Like, how does this benefit me? And I explained to him it benefits him because if we start being obedient to the Father, he will give us grace. He will help us. He will make our lives better. Right? So we have to always remember that. Right?
Right.
So go ahead. Read that.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, starting at verse 33. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel.
Speak unto who?
The children of Israel.
So a lot of our people don't even know that they are the children of Israel. We gotta keep that basic thing in our hearts. When you're talking to people about the Feast of Tabernacles or whatever feast day or Sabbath day, they need to understand that this is who they're talking to. They are those people. Go ahead.
Saying, the 15th day of this 7th month shall be the Feast of Tabernacles.
Shall be the what?
Feast of Tabernacles.
But a lot of times they don't understand this because remember the calendars are all screwed up. So they've done that on purpose, right? But that's okay because through patience and learn what days in tabernacles. Go ahead.
For 7 days unto the Lord.
How many days are we going to celebrate it?
For 7 days unto the Lord.
Some people can't celebrate it by being camping out for 7 days because we are in captivity, but we're going to try to do it and we're going to try to do 4 days. We're going to be out there for 4 days, right? Doing the best we can, keeping the commandments or righteous rehearsals the best we can, right? Go ahead.
On the first day shall be a holy convocation.
Today is the first day of tabernacles. So today, after we get through the lesson, we're going to convocate. And we're going to give the praise to the Father. Go ahead.
Ye shall do no servile work therein.
Go ahead.
7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord.
So we're going to cook some of those days and go offer. Right? Go ahead.
On the 8th day shall be a holy convocation unto you.
The last day we're going to come together. We're going to have a gathering. We're going to eat. We're going to celebrate. And dedicate it to the Father. Go ahead.
And ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord.
Go ahead.
It is a solemn assembly.
It is a what?
A solemn assembly.
We're going to have a party, y'all. We're gonna assemble and we're gonna have fun and we're gonna rejoice in it. Go ahead.
And ye shall do no servile work therein.
Go ahead.
These are the feasts of the Lord.
These are who?
The feast of the Lord.
And remember, we're dedicating this to the Most High. Go ahead.
Which ye shall proclaim to be a holy convocation.
It's gonna be a holy gathering or a party for the Lord. Go ahead.
To offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord.
Made by what?
Fire unto the
We're
Lord.
gonna have a barbecue, y'all. Go ahead.
A burnt offering and a meat offering.
Go ahead.
A sacrifice and a drink offerings.
We're gonna have some drinks and we're gonna drink responsibly. We're gonna have some wine, you know, some beer. You know, we're gonna be responsible with our behavior. Okay?
Everything upon his day, beside the Sabbaths of the Lord, and besides your gifts, and beside all your vows, and beside all your free will offerings, which ye give unto the Lord.
Go ahead.
Also, in the 15th day of the 7th month, when ye have gathered in the fruit of the land, ye shall keep a feast unto the Lord 7 days. On the first day shall be a Sabbath, and on the 8th day shall be a Sabbath.
So he's saying the first day is holy, the second day is holy. In between that, we're still dedicating, getting to know each other, talking, doing things that we should do. You know, just being a family, right? In between those times. Go ahead.
And ye shall take you on the first day the boughs of goodly trees.
The what?
Boughs of goodly trees.
So watch this. We don't do that anymore, but guess what? When we get there, everybody helps everybody set up their tents, right?
Right.
With materials, now if you look at them fibers that's in this tent, and I know it's being very what's the word? Tedious about it. Some of those fibers that the tents are made out of materials that come from the earth, correct? So because some people say, well, no, you ain't making the tents out of branches, and we don't do that anymore. We have tents, right? Some people are too matter of fact about certain things. We're more advanced, so we do things a little bit different, but it's still being out there with nature, right? Go ahead.
Branches of palm trees and of the boughs of thick trees.
Go ahead.
And willows of the brook. And you shall rejoice before the Lord your God 7 days.
We're gonna do what?
Rejoice before the Lord your God 7 days.
When he says rejoice, when we out there, we try to make sure that we are rejoicing. And that's just another word for being happy, being happy in the moment, appreciating the time that you have, right. Appreciating being off work, appreciating not having to go through the hustle bustle of life. You know what I'm saying? That's what we out there for.
Sure.
That's what we're gonna be out there for. We're gonna make sure that everybody is relaxed. Nobody's gonna do anything to upset their brother or their sister, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody's courteous, right? That's what we're there for. Actually, it's teaching us how to learn how to what? Get along with each other. Right? Have you ever did something to your brother and sister and your mother got mad at you and just put y'all in the room together? Y'all be here all day together. She's teaching y'all how to tolerate each other and how to get along with each other. I know it's happened to me. Me and my sister used to fight like cats and dogs. Right? And she put us in, y'all go in there. And then by the time she come back and get us, we done forgot what we fighting about. We're not arguing, we're not fighting no more. Same thing, y'all. Convocation. Loving each other. Same thing. Right? Finish that out.
Oh, I'm done.
Oh, you done with 40? Give me oh, you done with 40. That's all I want. And well, matter of fact, I want 41. Give me 41.
Verse 41. And ye shall keep it a feast unto the Lord 7 days in the year. It shall be a statute forever in your generations.
It shall it shall be what?
A statute forever.
For how long?
Forever.
This is a statute. So the Feast of Dedications, the Feast of Tabernacles, the Feast of Passover, these are statutes that we keep forever in our generations. Meaning, as long as we making babies and generating, as long as each generation come to pass, we're going to keep these feasts forever in our generations. So these are things that are commandments that most Christians don't know about that we must keep in order to be in right standing with the Most High.
Right.
And that's something you need to explain to if your mother's not in the truth, your father's not in the truth, and they're asking questions, they need to know this, right? Mm-hmm. But first they need to know that they're Israelites. Then they say, well, since you believe you're Israelite, and a lot of people nowadays will say, yeah, I'm from Judah. I'm from this. They'll say that. I talked to a brother yesterday who said he was from Issachar. And he's supposed to be here today. I hope he comes. And I hope if he's not here, I hope he's tuning in. And the word is getting out, y'all. Yeah. More people are finding out. As more people find out, y'all need to get better in y'all's education.
That's right.
So when somebody asks y'all a question, y'all can tell them in the correct manner.
That's right.
That's why we here, y'all. Right? Y'all got anything, Kings?
That's right.
Now watch this. We're gonna go into how we discontinue, because these are things that the Most High. Think about this. We didn't pull this out the air. Back in the day, when in '89, when did you first start seeing Israelites? 89 or 80, 88, 89. They didn't pull it out of the air. The Father has put a spirit back on the earth, right? When we had these things stripped away from us, now we're coming back into the fold. But that was part of the curse, getting them stripped away, right? And so since that spirit is back, we got to do everything in that spirit to please the Father. Give me Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. Because everything that this is one thing that y'all can bet on. If you were a gambling person, everything the Father said, he said he's gonna do, he did it, right?
That's right.
Everything that he's told you, even the punishment he said he's gonna put on you, he said he's gonna do it, right? He made good on every word. Read that.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou even thyself shall discontinue from thy heritage.
From thy what?
From thy heritage.
Remember, it's important for us to understand. He told us we would discontinue from our heritage. When we go back to celebrate the Tabernacles, and we go back in the woods, that's our heritage, y'all. So the Father is actually giving that back to us. Go ahead.
That I gave thee.
That I what?
That I gave thee.
Read on.
And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
So are we serving? Because I know I'm serving.
That's right.
Y'all said, well, he own a barbershop. How he serving? If I don't pay this rent one time, I'm no longer a proprietor.
Mm-hmm.
I am a squatter. Y'all see how that works?
Right.
You think you own your car? Try not to pay insurance and drive down the street and get stopped.
You out of there.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell them you got the title to it, but you're still gonna get impounded. Correct?
Yeah.
It's not yours. Y'all see that?
Mm-hmm.
So we've discontinued from our heritage, and our enemies have had power to rule over us. Read it.
For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
When he said forever, that is a period of time. When you look up the Hebrew, that's a period of time. Sometimes he say forever, it means forever. Sometimes he say forever until I'm done punishing you. Right. Read on.
Thus saith the Lord.
Thus says who?
Thus saith the Lord.
Read on.
Cursed be the man that trusteth in man.
So a lot of us have started trusting in the people we're talking out of taking those holidays or getting away from those holidays in the world. They're trusting, or we was trusting in man. Mm-hmm. Right? Go ahead.
And make it flesh his arm.
So when you make flesh your arms, a lot of people make excuses. Say, well, it don't matter. I don't have to keep that. I can, it's cool. I could do this and kind of slide a little bit, and you're making flesh your arms. You're leaning on your own understanding. Read on. And
whose heart departed from the Lord.
From who?
From the Lord.
So our heart, when we make flesh our arms and we make excuses for not doing his commandments, our hearts have departed from him. Go ahead.
For he shall be like the heat in the desert.
Watch this.
And shall not see when good cometh.
So when good come, a lot of us don't see it. A lot of us don't understand it. When good, this is good for us to start being able to keep the tabernacles, to go out and go camping and love on one another and be brothers and sisters and fellowship. This is good. Sometimes people can't see the good in that, right? I don't want to be in no woods. I gotta be in the brother. It's gonna be nice. Trust me. Right? Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
But shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness, in a salt land and not inhabited.
You know what those parched places that you inhabit are? The traditions and customs of other people, being subservient. Because as long as we do the traditions and customs of other nations, we're going to be always on the left-hand side of the Father.
That's right.
We're going to always be lacking. We're going to always be wrong. Things are always not going to go exactly like we need them to go when we're on the left-hand side of the Father. What we're trying to do is keep these statutes so we can do what? Get on the right-hand side. Y'all see that?
Right.
Like when they say, give me 5 on the black-hand side, we're going to get on the right-hand side.
Right.
Right? Got something, King?
Yeah. Give me verse 10, and then I'm gonna jump to John 7.
Verse 10.
Jeremiah chapter 17.
Yeah, same chapter.
Chapter 17, verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
I, the Lord,
Right,
search the heart.
right.
I try the reins,
Read.
even to give every man according to his ways
Mm-hmm.
and according to the fruit of his doings.
Now, the reason why I went there is because there are doctrines out there nowadays where they say, well, since you can't keep it 7 days, there's no sense of you keeping it at all.
Oh,
But the Lord said that He's the one that tried the heart. So the Most High God gonna look at, see where your heart is. Are you trying to do it, or are you just not keeping it at all? Go to the book of John, chapter 7, because I'm gonna show you your example how He kept it. John chapter 7, and give me verse 1 and 2, and then we're gonna jump down to verse 10.
This is the Gospel of John, chapter 7, starting at verse 1. After these things, Yahushua walked in Galilee.
Who?
Yahushua walked in Galilee,
So this is talking about Yahushua. Read.
for he would not walk in Jewry, because the Jews sought to kill him.
So this is the time where the Jews sought to kill Christ.
Mm.
They persecute him. Read.
Now the Jews' feast of tabernacles was at hand.
What was that hand?
The feast of tabernacles was at hand.
Drop down to verse 10.
Verse 10. But when his brethren were gone up, then went he also up unto the feast, not openly, but as it were in secret.
He did it secretly, because he had to do it secretly because he was going to end up getting killed by those Jews who wanted to persecute him. Now, since Christ did it, he might didn't do it the whole 7 days, but he still went in there and observed the Feast of Tabernacles. So when a doctrine is getting pushed that you can't do it, look at Yahushua. Yahushua was they were trying to kill him, but guess what he did? He still kept the Feast of Tabernacles just as it was commanded. Just like my brother brought in the book of Leviticus. See what I'm saying?
That's right and exact. And that's a great
That's why I'm
example.
glad you went to
Bro, that's a
Jeremiah.
wonderful example of people trying to kill Yahushua, and he did it
He did it
to the
anyway.
best of his ability. And guess what? He walked around them amongst them in secret. Why? Because it was a commandment to what? To be there.
Yep.
There's no certain dispensation of time, right? But he did give effort. Like he pulled before, chapter 17, verse 10 of the book of Jeremiah. The Most High tries the reins.
Yeah.
So your effort is worth more than anything.
It is.
Because he looks at your heart, right? Well, I can't be here for the full time, but you showed up.
But you showed up.
I can't be here for the full time, but you treated your brothers while you was out there. You treated your brothers and sisters with dignity.
Yeah.
Right? Well, I can't do it. Hey, but you did partake, and you did. Y'all talked and listened to music together. Y'all ate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Together. That's what's important. A lot of people, because like my brother said, because they can't keep it the way that it is written, like to the letter, they'll say, well, no, don't do it at all.
Yeah.
And y'all know we teach against that. We teach you to love the Most High with all your heart, mind, and what?
Soul.
All your heart, mind, and soul is what we show y'all to do.
That's right.
And my best might not be his best. His best might not be his best.
Yep.
Y'all see how that works? So very good.
That's all I got.
Go to do you got something? Go to Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 26. What did you say? Oh, Deuteronomy get you right, won't it?
Yes, sir.
Deuteronomy get you right.
Yes,
It's
sir.
gonna tell you where you falling at.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna tell you something.
(32) verse
I
26.
want y'all to pay attention how not keeping the commandments, this is his promise, what he would do to us when we disobey him. Read.
I said, I will scatter them into corners. I will make the remembrance of them to cease from among men.
Well, he gonna make people not even remember who we are. That's where we at now. We're remembering or starting to stand up and remember who we are. Go ahead.
Were it not that I fear the wrath of the enemy, lest the adversaries should behave themselves strangely, and lest they should say, our hand is high, and the Lord have not done all this.
Because so now it's gonna be to the point to where we're gonna get jacked up so bad, the enemy gonna think, well, you know, that they done it. Like they did this. But the Father has caused the enemy to be able to do these things to us. Go ahead.
For they are a nation void of counsel.
So they're a nation that don't like to listen to their God. They don't like to listen to the Most High. Go ahead.
Neither is there any understanding in them.
So they understanding in them is being able to follow the commandments and do what he's asking you to do. Right? Go ahead.
Oh, that they were wise.
Oh, that they were what?
Wise.
Oh, if they would just kept the tabernacles to the best of their ability. Oh, if they would have just kept the Sabbath to the best of their ability. Oh, if they just would have had fringes on and started learning how to treat their brothers and sisters with dignity and gathering as a commandment. Right? Go ahead.
That they understood this, that they will consider their latter end.
That they will what?
Consider their latter end.
So the reason for us to keep these tabernacles, these statutes, is that we're trying to consider our latter end. What is our latter end? How things are going to turn out in our life. Right. How we're going to have a better disposition in life. How things are going to get better. If you having struggles, which most of us do, and we all go through struggles, but there's a difference between dire straits, like hard struggles, and everything. I lost my heart, my car, my house, there's a difference in going through that type of struggle and going through, man, I got a situation at my job, man, acting white, the managers treat me so and so and so, I got to try to find a way. You're getting up, you got a job. You're having situations in that, but guess what? The Father's still protecting you.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all see the difference?
Yeah.
Because it could be, listen, it could always be worse. So we have situations, but they don't get super bad until we just walk away completely from the Father. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 30. How should one chase 1,000 and two put 10,000 to flight, except their rock has sold them, and the Lord has shut them up?
So the Father give us power when we obey him. We're going to be able to put thousands to flight. We're going to be able to, that's our foundation. Once we have that foundation, we start doing these statutes, things are going to start working out magically better. Listen, this has been the most trying week this has been a trying week. We got all this stuff put up in this shop. Me and Taz and these brothers helped to get all this stuff together. Y'all know what it would have took to do that? But we had brothers coming together determined to help. Y'all see how that brotherhood works? Y'all see how the power of one is not always valid. It's not always what we should do. And I say that because a lot of us believe in the power of one. I just don't mess with nobody. Not really well off then. So, y'all agree we need each other?
Yeah.
Let me show you some curses that are going to happen. Don't listen. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 23. Because these are the reasons, these are some of the reasons listed why we should keep these statutes. We should understand these statutes. Once we understand that we're Israelites. Go ahead.
This is book of Deuteronomy chapter 4, starting at verse 23. Take heed unto yourself.
What?
Take heed unto yourself.
Go ahead.
Lest you forget the covenant of the Lord your God.
So that's why he said, make sure you listen closely before you forget what he's telling you to do. The only way we can remember what he's telling us to do is we got to open this book and read it with understanding and knowing of who we are. Go ahead.
Which he made with you and make you a graven image.
Or make you a what?
A graven image or the likeness of anything, which the Lord thy God hath forbidden thee.
He is what?
Forbidden thee.
A lot of us got that image in our head that we want to do our own thing. There's a lot of images in our head when we come into this truth. There's a lot of things we have to get out. We have to purge those things. And I say that because we have to be patient with one another, because when those images and those things are purging out of us, some people feel the brunt of it. Some people get the bad part of it, and you're trying to change, right? So we got to remember to be compassionate and patient, right? Go ahead.
For the Lord thy God is a consuming fire, even a jealous God.
Now, what is he?
Even a jealous God.
The Bible says he's a consuming fire and a jealous Elohim, right? When he says that, he's telling you how bad the punishment would be on those who don't want to hear it. He's telling, I'm a consuming fire. I'm gonna get you. This is like your father telling you, your mama gonna give you mercy. I'm gonna beat you. There you go. And I used to have this saying, and my son said this to me, and it was so funny because he said, Dad, remember when they was in trouble, they was about to get beat, my children. I raised 7 kids, but when they was about to get on that last tippity, about to get beat, I said, man, I'm gonna peel some bacon off your back.
Yes.
And my son said, Dad, remember when you used to tell us you're gonna peel bacon off our back? And I never had to whoop them after that because they already knew they was on the tippity tip, right? And just the idea of somebody peeling bacon off your back was like, we don't want that. We good. Yeah, we don't. We don't want that. And I laughed because I hadn't said it for so long. But my son had reminded me. I used to tell my kids that when they was acting up, you know. But this is the same thing. But the Father's saying it. Read that again.
Verse 24. For the Lord thy God is a consuming fire, even a jealous God.
He's telling you what he would do to you. That precept is showing you what he will do to you for not keeping his statutes and commandments. You know what I'm saying? Anybody got anything? Nothing. All praises. All praises. Go to chapter Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 25. Hey, look, gotta have it. Gotta have. Now, this is what he said would happen if we fail to listen. Watch this.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 25. The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thy enemies.
What is smitten? When we say smitten, you're going to be tore up, broke down in front of your enemies.
Defeated.
That's defeated. That's smitten. Go ahead.
Thou shalt go out one way against them and flee 7 ways before them.
So remember, we used to chase 1,000. It said one would put 10,000 in flight, right? It reversed. When we don't keep the covenant of the Father, it reversed. Right. They'll put us to flight. How do you qualify that? Well, with those brothers on the streets doing what they do, one police show up, and it could be 30 of them. What they gonna do?
Run.
They gonna disperse, right? They gonna disperse. You see that? So it's flipped. Go ahead.
And shall be removed unto all the kingdoms of the earth.
And we're gonna be scattered throughout every landmass on the earth. Are we not? Right. They talk about the situation going on in the Middle East, but they don't talk about those Afro-Palestinians. And I don't even want to say too much because I don't want to get canceled because it's a very sensitive matter. But as bad as those Palestinians are being done, look up Afro-Palestinians, how they treat those Afro-Palestinians. And those Afro-Palestinians, by the way, and they are in a poor state. They happen to be there. And they ours. They us, y'all. They belong to us. But and I'm not saying atrocities don't happen. There's a bunch of bad stuff, but before all that stuff went down, those are the lowest of the low in that region. They're the lowest of the low. And when you look at their faces, y'all, they look like some of these faces that I see in here today. Y'all see that? But the news don't cover it. Don't nobody talk about it. It's not even a thing. Why? Because they're dark, they're melanated, and they don't matter.
Right.
Y'all see that? Jump to verse 37. Jump to verse 37. Watch this.
Verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb.
A what?
A proverb.
See, that's us. We're gonna become an astonishment, a proverb for not what? Keeping these laws. Go ahead.
And a byword.
And a what?
Byword.
They're gonna use racial epithets to describe us like they do. Go ahead.
Among all nations.
Among who?
All nations.
Among all people. Go ahead.
Whether the Lord shall lead thee.
And he said the Father, because you didn't keep the commandments, he led you there as punishment for what? Not keeping his statutes, not keeping his covenants, right? And when we come out of that, we got to realize something. Go to 1 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 2. Once we start to wake up, and just like Paul is trying to explain to us, when we start to wake up, he's telling us something here, what we were. And you got to look at it in the past tense, because none of us are that anymore. Well, we shouldn't be. But he says something very interesting in chapter 12, verse 2 of the book of 1 Corinthians. Read that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll be going fast. My brothers have to slow me down a little bit.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 12, and verse 2. Ye know that ye were Gentiles.
That you was what?
Gentiles.
Read.
Carried away unto these dumb idols.
We were Gentiles. Carried away. We were keeping the same customs as everybody else. Carried their way into what? These dumb idols. Praying with these rosary beads. Doing all these superficial things that don't matter to what? To serve a God that's not the Most High. Because he teaches us how to serve him, right? So if we're doing anything on the outside of that, we're serving another God.
Yeah.
That's why we were Gentiles. Now watch this. I'm gonna give you an example of how close we're supposed to be as a people. Go to Nehemiah chapter 8, verse 1. Book of Nehemiah 8:1. This is how we're gonna be when we go camping. This is how we're gonna be out there in the woods. Well, this is how we need to be. I think we're gonna make it.
I guess so.
We know you got something for him, baby.
This book of Nehemiah, chapter 8, and verse 1.
Read.
And all the people gathered themselves together as one man into the street that was before the water gate.
Stop right there. It says we all gathered together as what? As
One
man. That means everybody thinking the same, being the same, on the same accord, doing the same thing, right? Go ahead.
And they spake unto Ezra the scribe to bring the book of the law of Moses, which the Lord had commanded to Israel.
To the whole world.
To Israel.
This is important. He commanded to Israel that we read and learn this. Go ahead.
And Ezra the priest brought the law before the congregation, both of men and women. And all that could hear with understanding.
All they could hear with what?
Understanding.
All they could understand how to keep the Feast of Tabernacles. All they could understand, look, you're going to gather on the first day. We'll have a convocation. Y'all going to get together. Y'all going to do your thing. And then you're going to gather on the last day and have a convocation. Right? Go ahead.
Upon the first day of the 7th month.
Go ahead.
And he read therein before the street, and that was before the water gate, from the morning until midday, before the men and the women and those that could understand. Excuse me.
Those that could what?
Understand.
He gonna read for those that could understand. Go ahead.
And the ears of all the people were attentive.
They was what?
Attentive.
Go ahead.
Unto the book of the law.
Everybody was trying to understand what they needed to do, how to keep these feast days. Everybody was trying to understand, look, this is how we do this, because there's a certain way you have to learn how to be. It doesn't come natural. When people tell you, oh, no, I'm going to read for myself and I'm going to get this. No, as a group of people, we're going to come together and we're going to learn how to do these things. Everything ain't going to be 100% perfect, but guess what? If you got people that have humility on them, from leadership on down, even if we do something wrong, we can learn to get it right together. Y'all see that?
Right.
Did you finish 3? Yeah, you did. I want you to jump down to verse 8.
Verse 8. So they read in the book and in the law of God distinctly.
So we're learning how to get these things right by listening distinctly. Go ahead.
And gave the sin.
And gave the what?
Sin.
And gave the understanding. Go ahead.
And caused them to understand the reading.
So we understood what we had to do to get this thing right. Go ahead.
Verse 9. And Nehemiah, which is the Shi'yah.
Is the what?
The Shi'yah.
We don't want to skip over words to where people don't have understanding. So let me show you. The Shi'yah means governor or chief, right? The Shi'yah is a word that just means governor or chief. Go ahead.
And Ezra the priest, the scribe.
The what?
Ezra the priest, the scribe.
Go ahead.
And the Levites that taught the people said unto all the people, this day is holy unto the Lord your God. Mourn not, nor weep. For all the people wept when they heard the words of the law. So
the people, when they finally, because remember, every time we sin against the Father, he takes away the understanding from us. He takes it away, right? We discontinue from our heritage, right? Just like Jeremiah chapter 17:4, right? The people started crying because they started remembering that these laws that they had, that they were supposed to be keeping. So that's a great, that's repentance. That's remorse, right? When you have true sorry and you true remorse, that's when you start doing right. Right? Yeah. But watch this, what he tell him. Go ahead.
Verse 10. Then he said unto them, go your way, eat the fat.
Do what?
Eat the fat.
Go ahead.
And drink the sweet.
We're going to eat the fat, drink the sweet. What is eating the fat? Eating the fat goes into having good food and having fun with your people. Just enjoying each other, right? If we having listening to some wonderful Israelite music and we're having fun and Brother Gabar get up with his wife Megan and they just start dancing, and that's what we're supposed to be doing. Y'all see that? Go ahead.
And send portions unto them for whom nothing is prepared.
Go ahead.
For this day is holy unto our Lord. Neither be ye sorry.
Don't be what?
Neither be ye sorry.
So when you leave out, when we finish fellowshipping, you should be happy that you did it. Because remember, a commandment, and I think we need to get it, a commandment is to serve him with joyfulness and happiness and joyfulness of heart. So you got to come in a certain spirit. You got to come with a certain attitude. Right. So when you walk into the congregation to celebrate, you have to have a certain spirit on you as a commandment. And that's something that we don't think about because we just come, going through life. But no, you need to have that certain spirit on you as a commandment. Be joyful when y'all celebrating and we doing our things. Yeah. Right? When I see Benny, boy, it just puts me in a good mood because I know I'm finna laugh. I know he's finna say something crazy. I know I'm finna laugh. Go ahead.
That's right.
Verse 11. So the Levites stilled all the people, saying, hold your peace, for the day is holy. Neither be ye grieved.
Neither be ye what?
Grieved.
Don't be grieved. So any problems that we had, if situations in life had us down, we put them off until we're done. Because they're going to be there when we get back. We get done, them same problems going to be where?
Right there.
They're going to be right there. So put them down and come have fun with your brothers and sisters. Go ahead.
And all the people went their way to eat and to drink and to send portions and to make great mirth.
To make great what?
Mirth.
You know what mirth is, right? Having fun, joy. Go ahead.
Because they had understood the words that were declared unto them.
All the words declared unto them, they understood them, and they said, you know what? We're going to kick it, we're going to party, we're going to have a great time. Jump to chapter 9, verse 2. Now watch this. This is very important, y'all. And this is what puts a hole in Western theology. Go ahead.
Chapter 9, verse 2.
Chapter 9, verse 2.
And the seed of Israel separated themselves from all strangers.
We did what?
Separated ourselves from all strangers.
Go ahead.
And stood and confessed their sins.
Read.
And the iniquities of their fathers.
That's all I want. We all are together. Our people learning how to get together. And I pulled that scripture for us as an example, learning how to be with each other, learning how to get together, separate for a time from the world and the people in it, and start learning how to love on each other.
Right.
Y'all see that? That's where we need to be. You have anything, King? Give me Ruth chapter 2 and verse 20. And for y'all that don't know, because I know we got some people that's tuning in. If y'all need a KJV Bible, if you don't have a 1611, this book is already in a 1611 KJV Bible. Okay, this is the Apocrypha. This is a book that belongs in the Bible that was taken out by the Protestant Church in the 1700s. We're going to go to the book of Baruch, chapter 2 and verse 29.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 2 and verse 29. If ye will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations, where I will scatter them.
He said, if you don't listen to me and keep my statute, because remember, everything we're doing for Tabernacles is a commandment. Every time we gather for Sabbath, it's a commandment. Every time we put on these fringes, it's a commandment. He said, if you do not hear my voice, because that's hearing the voice of God, or hearing the voice of the Most High God, or hearing the voice of Yahweh, right? And I say that because people understand these things differently. Hearing his voice is basically obeying him and listening to him, right? Go ahead.
Verse 30. For I knew that they would not hear me.
I knew that they would not what?
They would not hear me.
Go ahead.
Because it is a stiff-necked people.
We are hard-headed people. And that's why you have to break. We are ignorant. We are ignorant. But we have to break down the syllables of certain words to our people. And it is frustrating at times, y'all, but you cannot be frustrated when you're talking to a hard-headed, stiff-necked people. Read.
But in the land of their captivities.
In the land of what?
Their captivities.
In the land of their punishment that they already going through. Go ahead.
They shall remember themselves.
They're gonna what?
Remember themselves.
That's what y'all are doing right now. Y'all are in the midst of remembering yourself right now. Go ahead.
And shall know that I am the Lord their God, for I will give them a heart and ears to hear.
He said, I'm going to give you a heart and I'm going to give you ears to hear. So the knowledge that's coming out right now, we're developing a heart, a mind, and ears to hear so that we can what? Because it ain't about us. I had a friend of mine say to me today, man, I'm so happy for you and I'm proud for you and I'm doing it for you. And I said, it's not about me. This is about me telling you what you need to do.
That's right.
The Bible says that the angels rejoice over one sinner that what?
Repent.
That repents. He ain't tripping on the people that's doing everything they can to keep the law. Don't focus on me. This is not about me. This is about me getting you where you need to be so you can help somebody else.
That's right.
That's what this is about. Go ahead.
Verse 31. And I shall know that I am the Lord their God, for I will give them a heart and ears to hear.
Read on.
And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name and return from their stiff neck
And stop being hard-headed.
And from their wicked deeds.
And from keeping other people's customs. Go ahead.
But they shall remember the way of their fathers.
And start keeping tabernacles.
Which sinned before the Lord.
Y'all see that? We're going to do all these things and start remembering ourselves and start doing what's righteous before the Most High.
That's right.
Not only that, we're going to be teaching our people when they ask questions, we're going to be ready to give them answers why they should be keeping tabernacles with us. Right. That's very important. And I know, look, we're going to have fun and we're going to rejoice. We got to know what we're doing this for. We got to understand it's so important that not only do we do it, but we teach our people what we're doing. Because I don't want nobody in this building to say, well, you know, we did tabernacles, but I don't know exactly how it goes. So you need to say, no, let me take you to Leviticus chapter 23. This is why we do this. This is why we fell out of it. And this is why we go through these motions. Right? Go to Romans chapter 9 and verse 23. Anybody got that? Romans chapter 9 and verse 23.
This book of Romans chapter 9 and verse 23. And that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy.
He says the Most High is going to make known the riches of his glory. He's going to give his gifts, everything that we're supposed to be doing on the vessels of mercy. Just so y'all know, we are the vessels of mercy. He chose us up out this world to start what? Keep this law, statutes, and commandments. Right? We are the vessels of mercy. Read.
Which he had afore prepared unto glory.
So he prepared us before you was in the womb, before you was in your mama's womb, right? He prepared us to glory. Go ahead.
Even us, whom he hath called, not of the Jews only, but also of the Gentiles.
He said not of the Jews only, but also of the Gentiles. Now this scripture, they show it, oh, see, it's everybody. It's Gentiles, everybody. But those Gentiles that he's talking about here, those of us, that have no clue. That's why it's important for us to talk to our people and let them know what we're doing and what the Tabernacles is about. Those are the Gentiles he's talking about, y'all need to talk to. Read on. Watch this.
Yeah.
Verse 25. As he said also in OC.
And where?
OC.
OC is Hosea. He's quoting a passage in Hosea. Go ahead.
I will call them my people, which were not my people.
Which were what?
Not my people.
It says, which were not my people. Go ahead.
And her beloved, which was not beloved.
It says, in my beloved, which was my beloved. Read on.
And it shall come to pass.
It shall what?
Come to pass.
Meaning, when it says it shall come to pass, it means it's going to happen. Go ahead.
that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, these shall they be called the children of the living God.
It says in the place where this is where we're called, when we call ourselves Jews, they say you not Jews. When our other brothers and sisters say, I'm from this tribe and that tribe, you ain't from that. So guess what? These are the people that they're talking about. Read 27.
Verse 27. Isaiah also cried concerning Israel, though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea.
It's a whole lot of us, but watch this.
A remnant shall be saved.
That's why you see small groups of us gathering together. It's small. It's no coincidence that we're in this barbershop. We're gathered together in small groups that's coming back to the Father by little bit, right? Now let's get what Paul was talking about. Go to Hosea, because that's who he quoted. He said, OC, get Hosea chapter 1, verse 10. And we'll show you what he's talking about. And we got to remember, this is called precept in your Bible. Paul was referring to a certain situation. He was referring to a certain something. And so we get it so we can have what? Understanding. Through thy precepts. What is it? Psalms chapter 119 and verse 104. Through thy precepts I get understanding. Therefore I hate every false way. Precept chapter, Psalms chapter 119 and verse 100. I understand more than the ancients because I keep thy precepts. Right? Read that.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 1 and verse 10.
Go ahead.
Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered.
He just said that. He just repeated that. It can't be measured or numbered. Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God.
It says in the place, just like Paul just said, the place where it said you're not the people, it says you're gonna be son of the living Yahweh. Go ahead, read the last.
Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together.
Then shall you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans be gathered together. Go ahead.
And appoint themselves one head.
That one head is going to be Yahweh Shi'yah Mashiach. Go ahead.
And they shall come up out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel.
And we're going to start keeping our own customs, traditions, and feast days. For great shall be the day of Jezreel or Israel, right? Or Jerusalem, right? We're going to start doing like we're supposed to do, right?
Yes.
Give me Colossians chapter 1 and verse 9. Collusion. And that's what we're practicing now. That's what we're trying to do now to get ourselves together, is it not?
That's right.
Colossians 1 and 9.
This is the book of Colossians, chapter 1 and verse 9. For this cause, we also, since the day we heard it, do not cease to pray for you and to desire that ye might be filled with the knowledge of his will.
So go ahead, I'm sorry.
In all wisdom and spiritual understanding.
So it says, since the day that we heard it, we don't cease to stop learning this wisdom. We don't cease to stop understanding and stop keeping these feast days. Since the day it hit our ears, we're going to continue this education. Right? Go ahead.
That ye might walk worthy of the Lord unto all pleasing.
That you may what?
Walk worthy of the Lord unto all pleasing.
He said unto all pleasing. The things that we doing with Tabernacles are what pleases the Father. You see us together, not only coming together, but learning one another, right? The good, the bad, the ugly, and learning each other. That's pleasing to the Lord.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
In every good work.
In every what?
Good work.
You know?
And increasing in the knowledge of God.
Wait, we're increasing in what?
The knowledge of God.
No, we just coming to hang out.
Increasing in the knowledge of God.
So as we gather, guess what we're doing? We're increasing in the knowledge, right?
That's right.
Read on. We're going to read to 14.
Verse 11. Strengthened with all might according to his glorious power unto all patience and long suffering with joyfulness.
Wait, that's one we had to hit. He said, I want you to read that again.
Strengthening with all might.
He says strengthening with all might, meaning trying the best that you can, right? Because everybody is not easy to gather with. So we're strengthening with all might. Read.
according to his glorious power.
According to when it says his glorious power, there are rules or laws governing us on how we should deal with each other. That's right. Even difficult people. You know, the scriptures that tells you how to deal with people that's over you, even if they're forward, even if you don't like the way they speak, it teaches you how to deal with them too. Go ahead.
Unto all patience and long suffering.
And all patience and what?
Long suffering with joyfulness.
Man, that's a deuce right there. Because it's hard to have patience and long suffering with joyfulness. But
that's the key.
But that's the key. This is what he is commanding us to do. Patience, long suffering with joyfulness. I had a friend. I was in barber school. His name was Bubba Lee. Bubba Lee was funny, one of the funniest guys I ever met. But he used to laugh. He used to laugh sometime when he'd get into a stressful situation with his wife. And he said, you know why I be laughing like that? And I didn't understand it. I'm 18 years old. I don't understand. I'm just listening to this grown man have grown man problem with his wife. Right. He laughed to keep from being upset.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a tactic. And he was a big old muscular dude. And his wife was a little pretty chick, but she was mean as hell. Right? And he said that, he used to have to laugh to stop from the situation going in a bad way. And that's where I first heard that. That's where I first learned that. So read that last part again.
Yeah.
Unto all patience and long suffering with joyfulness.
With joyfulness. And it sounds crazy to a person who never understood that, right? But sometimes when you laugh to keep, have you ever heard the expression, I gotta laugh to keep from crying?
Yeah.
That's a literal term, y'all. Sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying. This is teaching you how to socialize with certain people, y'all. Go ahead.
Verse 12. Giving thanks unto the Father, which have made us meet to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints in light.
He's making us through being able to laugh, keep from crying, to be able to be patient, to be able to be joyful. He's making you meet, meaning good, to be partakers in his life. Y'all see that?
Yes.
You get these mannerisms or these things mastered, you're good to be partakers in the law.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Who have delivered us from the power of darkness.
Who have delivered us from the power of being in this world. Go ahead.
And have translated us unto the kingdom of his dear son.
So we're translated into the kingdom once we change ourselves, when we change through his laws, and we use them laws to govern our life, and we use those principles that we just talked about just right now to change by using those principles. That's how we change ourselves. Go ahead.
Right.
In whom we have redemption through his blood.
Through his what?
Through his blood.
Read.
Even the forgiveness of sin.
So that's how you use his blood. A lot of people, they'll say the blood, you know how cricket, blood of Jesus in the blood. The blood comes with an attitude. The blood comes with a frame of mind. When he says drink of my blood, you know he ain't saying drink. Why? Because we know it's illegal. It's against the law for us to drink blood, for us to ingest blood, right? So he's trying to get you to develop that attitude or personality or spirit. Drink this word, drink this understanding. Take my blood. That's what he's talking about. So when we get that blood in us or that understanding in us, we start changing. We start being better people. We start helping our brothers and sisters. That's what this tabernacle is really about. Y'all understand that?
Yes.
Coming with the right spirit, right? Anybody got anything?
I do. So, he had a really good flow going on. So anyway, we started off. Somebody said to him, "What benefit? What? How does this benefit?" Let's go to Psalm 116. The problem is with stuff like that is, and I don't know about how the other nations get that. I know our people go. Separate tabernacles. how does this benefit me? What you should be saying is, how can I benefit you, Most High? That should really be state of mind.
Say that.
Right? Give me that in Psalm 116, start at verse 12.
This is the book of Psalms 116, starting at verse 12. Mm-hmm. What shall I render unto the Lord for all his benefits towards me?
You need to be asking that question. Not what Most High does for me, like not asking how does he benefit me? We should be asking, what can I do for you for all the things that you've benefited?
Say that.
Right?
Say that.
Read on.
I will take the cup of salvation and call upon the name of the Lord.
Read.
I will pay my vows unto the Lord, now in the presence of all his people.
Right. So this is what we should be. We should be back to 13. We should be taking up the cup of his salvation. Say that. So getting the opportunity to celebrate the Feast of Tabernacles. That's you taking up that's you having the opportunity to take up that cup, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're looking for the benefit that he's going to give us when the grace and the forgiveness and the patience that he's blessed us with thus far. Listen, I don't got to go down the line of all the sins that we've committed. If you really want to know what you've done wrong, go to those 10 commandments. We've broken all of them. Every last one of us in them. All of them. But shouldn't be no question of how does this benefit me? He's benefited you by not punishing you for breaking the first commandment. Hey, the fourth commandment. The seventh commandment. Because we've broken all of them, right? So what should we be doing? Taking up that cup of salvation and calling upon the name of the Most High. Give me Mark chapter 8. Mark. Somebody call you a Mark. That's a bad word. Somebody call you a Mark. You from LA. Somebody call you a Mark. Fight word right there. Oh, y'all say that? Y'all say that out here?
Well, no, we don't. We watch boys. So.
Okay. Okay.
We saw the movie, so.
Said, watch Boys in the Hood.
Yeah, we watch Boys in the Hood.
Mark chapter 8 and start at verse 34.
This is the book of Mark chapter 8, starting at verse 34. Unto him with the disciples also he said unto them, whosoever will come after me.
Stop right there. Now, most of our people who have this state of mind, I feel like, what is the Tabernacles? They're Christians. They have or they used to be Christians, or they have a special relationship with God. Listen, all the same stuff, all the same foolishness, all the same lies you heard every Christian say to all of us in here when we start trying to tell them the truth. Right? What does he say? He says, whosoever will come after me. You know what he's saying? If you call yourself a Christian, if you think you're a follower of me, if you claim that you're my apostle or my disciple, right? Whosoever will come after me, read.
Let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me.
And do what?
Follow me.
My brother pulled out the scripture that said that Christ celebrated tabernacles.
Yeah.
So it should be a no-brainer to say, you know what? Christ did it. I should be doing this, right? He's saying, follow me. Read on.
For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. But whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save.
You see, so whoever shall save his life, these are people who are trying to find the benefit. How does this benefit me? What do I get out of it, right? They're trying to save their life. They expect something else, right? But what it is you're supposed to deny yourself, right? You're supposed to get rid of your old self, right? So he says, but whosoever shall lose his life for my name, for my sake. Notice how he said, whoever will save his life, it's for your own personal selfish goal.
That's right.
But when he says, whosoever shall lose his life, it's for Christ. Look, for my sake and the gospels, the same shall save it. Right now, read 36. That's the 100.
36. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?
So when they ask questions like, how does that benefit me? Oh, so you want this. You want small. You want dirty air. You want fake food.
You want, as long as your wages is the way that you think it should be, that's what you want. You think that that's life. But he already said that this is not life. Right? Read on.
Verse 37. Or what shall a man give in exchange for his
So
soul?
what you going to exchange for that? Because we don't understand that. It's people think that the soul and the spirit are some like mystical thing. The spirit is the mystical thing. Your soul is just really just your enlightened part of your physical body. So when he's saying that you're going to lose your soul when you gain all of this has not benefited us in this building, us in this truth, us who know better. All of this has not benefited us and our people for over 1,000 years. Right? So when you ask the question, how does this benefit you? Right? You're at 37, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go to Deuteronomy 28. Here, this is the problem.
Say that.
So we want to know, how does this benefit me? Okay. The problem is you're not asking the right question. How can I benefit the Most High? What can I do for this? The tabernacles is for us. It's something so that we can see it, but it's for us. Shi'yah said it best. It's for us to gather together.
Mm-hmm.
Tabernacles is, or all of us dwelling in the tent represents us all being led out of Egypt before our God. So that's what it represents. So this is why everyone, the rich, the poor, the well-dressed, the not so well-dressed, the fat, the skinny, and whoever you want to call in our nation, this is why we're all in the tent together before our God. It represents us being led out of Egypt and seeing who he is and what he's done for us, right? That's right. Right? Here lies the problem. Deuteronomy 28, go to verse 45.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 45.
Mm-hmm.
Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou heartest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, and to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee.
Right. Now, all these curses are going to come upon us, and they're going to pursue us, and they're going to overtake us because we didn't hear them, right? But then again, some of us have heard it. But the problem is we're not doing it right when we hear it, and we just do it. It's a way we got to do it. Drop down to 47.
Verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart.
So we didn't serve the Most High God with joyfulness and gladness of heart. Listen, if y'all don't believe me, just really start paying attention. You're going to see brothers with fringes on. And they're going to judge you by your fringes.
Yep.
Your fringes ain't showing.
Yeah.
You got the wrong ones.
Yep.
It ain't in your shirt right.
That's right.
It should be like this.
Mm-hmm.
You're judging me by my fringes right now. You haven't heard a word I said. You ain't listening to what I teach. You're not watching the example I said. None of that. You worried about my shirt. Right? You know what they're not doing? They themselves, they're judging upon outward things, upon physical things, instead of doing what? Read 47.
Verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and gladness of heart.
That's how we're supposed to do it. Don't listen. I love y'all. I love to see all of us all together. Don't bring your ass to Tabernacles if you got a bad attitude.
That's right.
That's some realness, man. Don't bring it. It ain't time for that.
That's right.
We got enough problems every day. When you go to work, that's enough of your problem. When y'all go to school, that's enough of your problem. Hey, dealing with your spouse, she getting on your nerve. Guess what, ladies? He getting on your nerve. That's enough. Don't come to the feast days with that attitude, right? Don't even bring it. We got to be serving him with joyfulness and gladness of heart. But the problem is, going back up to verse 45, because we didn't. Because we want to know, how does this benefit me? Moreover, you know what that means when you say moreover? Once again, if you go to Leviticus 26, when he goes over the curses, y'all know what he does? He tells you, because you didn't do this, all of these things are going to happen. And then he adds 2 more times. Y'all go read Leviticus 26. The Most High, a bad man. That's a bad person. And he letting us know, like, what we doing, if you're not doing it right, just move. Just move. You want to know how this benefits you? Man, just move.
Yeah.
Right? Read 46 for me now.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
And this is why we're dealing with this stuff, because we want to know how does serving the Most High or being obedient to the Most High God benefits us, right? Man, shame on us, man. You know what I mean? Because ultimately, He's done everything. If we haven't been through worse, we know people who are suffering with worse than us.
Right.
Say it again. And I will, because He has. If we ourselves are not doing, that's bad. If we have ourselves have not experienced worse, we know someone. Yeah, we know someone's. That's right. That have worse, have less, and are experiencing worse. Man.
That's right.
So for Him to bring us thus far, we need to be like 47. 47. We need to serve Him with joyfulness and gladness of heart, not wondering what does being obedient and worshiping our Father and doing right by Him, how does that benefit us? This is why we have the signs and these wonders upon us right now.
That's right.
Let me get one last scripture. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 4 and go to verse.
Chapter 6 and verse 17. You shall diligently keep the commandments of the Lord your God, and His testimonies, and His statutes, which He hath commanded thee. And thou shalt do that which is right and good in the sight of the Lord, that it might be well with thee, and that thou mayest go in and possess the good land which the Lord sware unto thy father.
Now you see that He says you should diligently keep His commandments. That means taking careful and special care to make sure we study this to do it right? We give our best. That's right. Right then He says, in His testimonies and His statutes which He commanded thee. Verse 18 is the honey. He says, and thou shalt do that which is right and good in the sight of the Lord. We shouldn't be looking for what's benefiting us. We should be looking for what's right and good in the sight of the Lord. Say that should be the main thing. Because I bet you that no one ever says to themselves, when it was Christmas time, we might have asked why we celebrated it. We didn't ask why if it benefits us. Why? Because you was getting that. What the scripture say about the gift? It destroyed the heart. It destroyed the heart, right? So you got the gift, so you never even asked. You didn't even care. You were just happy because it was benefiting you.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, Easter, 4th of July. I can go down the line of all the different holidays. You might have asked why you celebrated it, but you didn't ask the benefit of it. And here it is when it comes to the Most High, we want to ask what's the benefit. Well, because we're going to do what's right in the sight of the Most High God. Right? In His eyes, not our own judgment. Give me one last one. One last one. Go to Deuteronomy, go to 29. Oh, I'm the Sabbath. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Hey, I need a whole bunch. Hey, Deuteronomy Sabbath. Ain't nothing wrong with that. This curse is gonna come upon us. Read 15.
29 and verse 19. And it come to pass when he heareth the words of this curse.
Stop right there. So even though you come to your people and you give them the truth, they want to know what's the big deal. How does it benefit me?
Yeah.
Right? Or they feel like it. Well, our Christian people love to say this. Oh, that don't matter. Oh, God, He don't care about that. It said, and it come to pass. Hear the words of this curse. Go ahead.
that he bless himself in his heart.
That he do what?
Bless himself in his heart.
See, this is what they do. They bless themselves in their heart and they say, you know what, that don't matter. You know what, he don't care if God ain't gonna judge me if I.
He'll judge me.
Yeah, he is. Because you're not even trying to worship him with joyfulness and gladness of heart.
That's
Because you're not trying to do what is right in the sight of the Most High God, right?
Right.
So when you bless yourself in your heart and you hear the words of this curse and you bless yourself in your heart, read.
Saying, I shall have peace, though I walk in the imagination of my heart, to add drunkenness to thirst.
So this is what our people are doing. Because we don't want to worship him according to joyfulness, gladness of heart. We don't want to do that. We want to see what's the benefit for us.
Right.
Well, what he says right here is he says not only has he blessed himself, even after he heard the curses, these same people swear they follow God. They swear they follow Jesus. They swear they in their Bible. They in the word. Right? But he just said, if you hear the words of this curse, which means they're obviously in this book, obviously they've been given to you, right? What's gonna happen? Y'all notice it's a cause and effect. Because you don't worship the Most High, say, well, you're gonna go worship the gods of the other lands, gods of wood and stone. It's a cause and effect.
That's right.
Because we're not worshiping him with joyfulness and gladness of heart. Now we're stuck in Islam, Christianity, and any other new religion that comes out.
Yep.
Y'all ever hear people talk about being into Egyptology and they talk about meditating?
Yeah.
Y'all know that Egyptians don't meditate? That's just not historically, that's not them. That's a new age religion. And our people fell right into it.
Yeah.
We chasing everything else because we don't want to worship him according to joyfulness and gladness of heart, or we're looking for the benefit of it. Right? He says, blessing himself in his heart, saying, I shall have peace. See, I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna be good.
Straight.
What they like to say, I am blessed and
Highly favored.
Come on, y'all. This is them blessing themselves within their heart, right?
Yep.
But they're not doing what we read in Deuteronomy, where he said you got to do this according to what is right in the sight of the Most High God. Right?
That's right.
He says, I shall have peace, though I walk in the imagination of mine heart. That should tell you that's error right there.
That's right.
I don't know how many of y'all play basketball, grew up during the Jordan era. Everybody in their imagination had their tongue hanging out because they thought they were Jordan. Benny, you like no,
Go stand in the corner, right? Go stand in the corner, Benny.
right. But this is the problem with us, the way we deal with our perspective, how we see things.
That's right.
You see it, there's no benefit to keeping tabernacles. There's no benefit to Day of Atonement, Passover.
Right.
Hey, Sabbath for what? Y'all ever hear the foolish one? Jesus is my Sabbath.
That's right.
You'd be like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
But this is what we're doing right here. Blessing ourselves in our heart, saying, I shall have peace, though I walk in the imagination of my heart. Adding drunkenness to thirst. I don't know how many of y'all had drink, but if you've ever had that one hangover, boy, you still drunk from the previous night. And guess what? Your mouth, your throat, and everything, your skin feel dehydrated. And this is what we doing. We already don't want to hear the commandments. We already don't want to follow the Messiah. And then we asking, what's the benefit of it? That's what I mean. I do. Right.
Read.
And he said unto him, why callest thou me good? There is none good but one.
Right.
That is Yahweh.
Right.
But
Yeah.
if thou wilt enter into life, keep commandments.
So Christ is telling the rich man what to do if you want to have eternal life. Read.
Verse 18. And he saith unto him, which? Yahushua said.
He's asking now, which commandment should I keep?
Yeah.
Read.
Yahushua said, thou shalt do no murder. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness.
Right.
Honor thy father and thy mother, and thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
So Christ is just really just giving him examples of commandments to keep. Read. Watch this.
Verse 20. The young man saith unto him, all these things have I kept from my youth up.
He said, I've been keeping the commandments, Yahushua. I've been doing these things. Read.
What lack I yet?
What do I lack? Read.
Yahushua said unto him, if thou wilt be perfect, go and sell go and sell that thou hast, and give to the poor.
Right.
And thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me.
Isn't that what you just Mark was it Mark 9? Mark 8? Yep. He said just sell it and come follow me.
Yeah.
You know?
You see it.
He said, just sell what you got and come follow me. That's what you was lacking. You know what I'm saying? You was keeping the commandments, but you wasn't keeping them joyfully heart. Because the minute Yahweh stepped foot on earth and he told you what you was lacking, and he said, come and follow me, you should have instantaneously dropped everything and come follow me. Yep. But read the next
verse. Verse 22. But when the young man heard that saying, he went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions.
Right? So, did y'all know that's a sin?
Yeah.
That's a sin. Where you read about it at? Deuteronomy. Y'all, we ain't gonna get it, but you can read it in your own time. Deuteronomy chapter 15. We started 10. And you'll see what the Most High God saying you give to the poor, or give what you need. Let's just go ahead and get it. Let's go ahead and get Deuteronomy chapter 15, verse 7.
This one of my favorites actually, what he wants us to pull, because it's talking about how we're supposed to build with our people. The fatherless, the less fortunate, I don't want to say the homeless.
Right. Because when you read, when you finish up and you read Matthew chapter 19, and when Christ was talking to his disciples, remember he said, it's that it say it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than a rich man to enter to the kingdom of heaven. The reason why that it's easier that way for a rich man enter to the kingdom of heaven, for a camel to enter instead of a rich man enter the kingdom, because he don't want to sell what he had. He don't want to let that stuff go. We gotta do the wrong.
Yeah. Also, before we get Deuteronomy, if you notice in 19, Christ is hitting him with the 10, right?
Yep.
He's hitting him with the 10. Thou shalt do no murder, no adultery, don't steal, don't bear false witness on your father or mother. But then the last one that he gives is not in the 10. The last one that he gives is what? It's Leviticus, actually, Leviticus 19, where he says, love your neighbor as yourself. That's immediately showing how you go into Romans, where it ties all of that in. It says, love your neighbor as yourself. You won't do any of those things.
Right.
You said Deuteronomy 15.
Starting verse 7.
I'm starting verse 5, actually. He says, only if thou carefully hearken unto the voice of Yahweh your God, to observe to do all these commandments which I command thee this day. For Yahweh your God bless thee, and he promised thee, and thou shalt lend unto many nations, but thou shalt not borrow. And thou shalt reign over many nations, but they shall not reign over thee.
So we know to the flip side of that is in Deuteronomy chapter 28. When we didn't hearken unto the Most High God, now the enemy lent to us, but we don't lend to them. Read.
Verse 7. If there be among you a poor man of one of thy brethren,
right,
within any of thy gates in the land which Yahweh your God give thee, thou shalt not harden thine heart,
right,
nor shut thine hand from thy poor brother. But thou shalt open thine hand wide unto him, and shalt surely lend him sufficient for his need in that which he wanted.
So he just should have just gave it to his brother. He might seen some brothers or some sisters without, but being that he was a rich man and that's what he coveted after, he just probably just never gave. Yeah. And so he was breaking the law that we've been ready to start reading. Go ahead.
Verse 9. Beware that there be not a thought in thy wicked heart, saying, the 7th year, the year of release is at hand.
Right.
And thy eye be evil against thy brother, against thy poor brother, and thou givest him not, and he cry unto Yahweh against thee, and it be sin unto thee.
Sin. That's sin. And the Bible doesn't detail it like if the man, didn't give, but I'm quite sure that Shi'yah wouldn't have brought it up if he was already doing it. The thing about it is, he wasn't doing it. He wasn't probably giving. He probably loved his money so much that he didn't want to give to it. So that's not joyful in his heart. So just because you keeping the Most High God's commandments, are you doing them with all thy heart and with all thy soul? Right. That's the thing, because a lot of people may do the Feast of Tabernacles, but they may not do it with the joyfulness and the love in their heart to have the Most High God. Right. You don't read verse 10 to verse 10.
Verse 10.
Because remember when we read in Matthew chapter 19, there he left Cyprus. Read.
15, verse 10. Thou shalt surely give him, and thine heart shall not be grieved.
It shall not be what?
Shall not be grieved.
It shall not be what?
Shall not be grieved.
The Bible said he left Cyprus. He was grieved in his heart. Read.
Thine heart shall not be grieved when thou givest unto him, because that for this thing Yahweh your God shall bless thee in all thy works,
right, and
in all that thou puttest thine hand unto.
Just imagine if he would have gave all that up for the Most High God, just how much the Most High God would have blessed him. Because you remember the book of Job, when God sent all those things to Job, and Job was better, he was more rich in his latter end than in his beginning. And remember, Job was a rich man at the time before all those afflictions took hold of him. But because he loved the Most High God and he kept the Most High God's all things and commandments all the way up until the end, Most High God blessed him in his latter days.
Yeah.
So we shouldn't worry about possessions and stuff. We're going to do the Most High God commandments with all your heart and with all us.
Right.
That's all I got.
That's right. Exactly. Right. Guys, we pulled out a lot of concepts